All right. Good morning and happy Friday, everybody. We'll get started here in just a minute. This is looks a little different than last week. Okay. All right. We are doing the HMG weekly updates, right? George, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Well, that answers my question, so you guys can see me and I can see your uh, comments. So that's good. All right. What I say? Weekly updates. Third week in a row. Here we are. We're getting some really good feedback on this every week, so I really am glad that you guys are liking this. First off, I want to start off. Morning, Lisa. I want to start off by saying those of you that watch this the live right now or later on today or throughout the weekend, if you can comment below something positive, use like a positive news source, a positive an article that has something to do that's positive, something that's uplifting. There's so much negativity in the world right now, and I don't want to dive down that rabbit hole. I just don't. Here at HMG, we want to bring people together. We want to lift people up. We want to share the good things. We understand that obviously there are a lot of some negative things that are going on right now, but what can we do to kind of change it? Let's change the mindsets a little bit, and let's bring some positivity back into the community. So if you have a positive story that you want to share, a positive article, something that's uplifting, leave it in the comments section below. Also, I want to say happy birthday to all you June birthdays out there. It's the beginning of June. Hard to believe that we're already in June for 2020. Right. So if you have a birthday this month, comment below with the date, and you might we'll reach out to you, and you might get something for your birthday this month. So that's something new that we're starting off. All right, so this is here's the shows and the content that was put out this week. Give me just a second here. All right, up first, Heroes Hope. This week they had Paws and Warriors and Dawg Phonics on the show. Michael and Melissa Hoskins down there in Florida. Two great people. They are the founders of the Heroes Hope Network. It's a nonprofit organization. They do this podcast. They had their friends Levon Bauer from Paws and Warriors, and they had Trish Anatelli from Dawg Phonics. You can hear about Mike's experience with those two organizations and what both of those organizations are doing with service dogs for veterans and first responders. Great episode. Check that out. That's Heroes Hope. And again, you can find all of these episodes this week on heroesmediagroup.com. Next up, we have WVSJ. Bridget McCoy sits down. Travis, how you doing, buddy? With Liz LeClaire, and she speaks about her 12 years of military service as an Army Chaplain, finding out what she's doing as she continues to serve and affirming. She's helping as a board member now of a moral injury support network for service women. She shares great words of encouragement, talks about her versatility and spirituality for counseling, and shows her love for God and our soldiers. So that's awesome. Great show there. Check that out. Challenge Extended, which is sponsored by Move United. This week, they have special guest, wheelchair basketball star Abby Duncan. Abby discovered wheelchair basketball by watching the 2012 Paralympic Games in London on YouTube, and she immediately got hooked, wanted to get involved. So she went to train with the military veterans through the San Antonio ParaSport Spurs and was recruited by the University of Texas at Arlington to play for their women's basketball team. And she went on to help them win their first national title in 2016. Abby is also a member of Team USA's women's wheelchair basketball team that won the gold medal in Rio. Great story that she has there. Check that out. That podcast is called Challenge Extended. Next up, the Decision Hour. This week I went solo, this week I sat down with my good friend Judy Glennon. Judy is the Parent Initiatives program manager at the Military Child Education Coalition, another great nonprofit organization. So those of you out there that are watching this, those of you who are military families out there that have kids, you don't want to miss this episode. This episode here, we discussed their re-release of their newest online resource called School Quest. It's an interactive tool specifically designed to support highly mobile military families and students with school transitions from the 6th grade to 12th grade in their academic journey. So this tool that they have, it has like an academic tracker. You can monitor your students' academic career progress. You can create a custom student profile for your child on it. It's got school search capabilities. So a lot of us that have been in the military, or those of you out there that are active duty that are still PCSing or going through a PCS, sometimes you have to, where do I find a school? This tool is like a one-stop shop for military families with kids that are going to different schools and whatnot. And you can take all of their records and track it all with you as you go. It's a great tool. Check that out. If you have any questions, you can email schoolquest@militarychild.org. Let's see here. What else do we got here? Brainstorm to Book Sales podcast. This week, title is Victim or Survivor with author Cami Martin. Domestic violence is a big topic, and Cami Martin gets transparent about her own journey of abuse. Often people hear about abuse and expect bruises and physical injury. Turns out abuse has many faces beyond emotional and physical. Cami holds nothing back as she talks about abuse in all forms. Next up, we have the Arms Room. The Arms Room, the Arms Room does their show every Monday. They do a live show every Monday in Arizona. So it's, I believe it's at 10 a.m. Checked out their Facebook page called the Arms Room for more updates. But this week they had guest Miles Snyder from Miles A. Schneider and Associates to discuss self-defense law, prepaid legal services for gun owners, and how to talk to cops after a shooting. Next, we want to welcome back Veterans Unite. They went on a little bit of a hiatus, so we're excited to have Veterans Unite back. This week, they team up with the People's Patriot Project for their Got Your Six at 6. It's a Facebook Live that will be done at least once a week. They've done a couple of them already. This week they talk with the People's Patriot Project founder, Mark Peterson. They also hear from John Miller from Foundations of America and so much more. If you go to Veterans Unite or the People's Patriot Project, follow both of their Facebook pages, you'll get more information on when they do their Got Your Six at 6. They've been doing it on Friday nights, and I think they're going to be moving it to Sundays, is my understanding. So check that out. It's they go about an hour. It's kind of like a happy hour online kind of a thing. So That's great. Veterans Unite, welcome back. Good to have you. Next up, on the Blue Line podcast. I love this show. Wayne's a great guy. He's one of our community heroes down in Florida, works law enforcement. This week on his show, it's Civility and Anarchy. And he breaks down really kind of everything that's going on in our nation right now. He condemns the officers' actions that contributed to Mr. Floyd's death, discusses the riots and the criminal behavior that we're seeing, and condemns that. Talks about how mainstream media is reporting false information, and there's just so much more. This week's episode was very eye-opening. It's very educational, and it's a must listen to. That is on the Blue Line podcast. Excuse me. All right, what do we got here? Oh, hey, sorry guys. I'm sitting here looking like nobody else is coming. Hello, everybody. Gabe, what's up? Ken, how you doing, buddy? Tony, Ron, Carla, hello. Glad to see you all this morning. Awesome. Next up, we have the Power of Investing in People podcast. This week's special guest is Joyce Johnson. Joyce joins the show to discuss how being in sales can change your life. That's definitely true. If you've ever been in sales, it's definitely a life-changing thing, and it can be very, very positive. What else? Who else we got here? Okay. Last up, certainly not least, is Health Beat. It's your healthy habit zone. This week, it's all about changing your situation. Easier said than done, right? One thing you can do to help change your situation is establish a routine in your daily regimen. So, like, I'll give you an example: exercise, read, what have you. I get up, go for my walk, come back, write my list, and do what I need to do. That's kind of my routine, and that helps. And then sometime in the afternoon, I go out, take my dogs out, let them run around for about 30 minutes, kind of clear my head. It's kind of like hitting the restart button a little bit so I can get my afternoon going. But that's Health Beat. Again, you can find all these shows at heroesmediagroup.com. Again, for those of you that are joining us kind of late, leave a comment in the section if you have something positive. If there's a positive news resource or a positive article or something that's uplifting, please leave that in the comment section below, and let's start kind of changing the narrative a little bit, or at least let's see some positive things. Also, don't forget June birthdays. I want to know. Let's see you. June birthdays. Let's have them. How you doing? How's Japan? That's it for really the weekly wrap ups. Before I let you go, I got to do a couple shout outs this week. Let me hat there. I got a shout out to Rick's Roasters. They're our roasting company. They do the Heroes United coffee, which is what I sip on every morning. I also want to congratulate them. It's a veteran-owned company, and you can find their stuff by going to ricksroasters.com, or if you go to the store page on HMG, you can find our coffee, the Heroes United coffee there as well. Danny, how you doing? So again, and I want to congratulate them. They are expanding. So the last couple of weeks they've been moving to a larger facility. So congratulations to them. Go check them out, Rick's Roasters. And then I got my, let's see there. Remember Everyone Deployed, Red Friday. This shirt. Shout out to my buddy Dave Bray over at Dave Bray USA, singer, songwriter, Patriot, Navy veteran. just all around good guy, good friend. Check him out. Go to Dave Bray USA. Check out his songs. He's got some T-shirts up there that you could purchase. So go check that out. Again, that's it. I wish everybody a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Stay positive as much as you can. Love you all out there. I appreciate you guys leaving comments and stuff like that. So have a great weekend, and I will see you all next week.